Hi and welcome, guys. It's unexpected video. I didn't plan to record anything, but could not refuse because I wanted to show you an example how the stock market could be sometimes illogical and why it's not so straightforward, why it's not easy to invest sometimes. And as you can see, I've opened the investor relations webpage of the company called PayPal, and I followed this stock for quite a while, and it was very interesting to see their results which they released yesterday. So first of all, have a look. This is the trend of the PayPal stock, which is more or less the same, the price since June 22. For 3 years it's going within the corridor, and look, yesterday it went down almost 9%. But if you check what they did yesterday with the second quarter results, they beat estimates 8% on earnings and 2.5% on revenue, and they beat their estimates for 5 quarters in a row, and still it's reacted negatively. And usually when it happens, you think, might be they revised their outlook, because what would be the other reason why the stock market reaction would be so negative? So if you go to their webpage, you go to financials, quarterly results, and then you open earnings presentation or earnings release, and you go through the numbers, you can see that their guidance actually increased. So they increased their full year guidance, and for their margins and for the EPS and for the revenue, and still the reaction was negative. And also, if we go to the news section on the Interactive Brokers webpage, you can see that the major analysts and investment funds, they raised their targets on the PayPal. Have a look. First, JP Morgan raises target price to 85 from 75. Citizens, they cut their target, but look, from 110 to $100. Just to remind you, the price now is $72. Also, Morgan Stanley raises target price to 75. Yeah, from 74, which is funny enough, but still they raised their outlook. Also, Citizens JMP covered with market outperform and target $100. So we've got 3 positive signs. First of all, they brought the positive results from the previous quarter, for the second quarter. Secondly, they raised the outlook for the whole year. Third is that the major investment funds, they are raising the price target on the stock, and still the stock itself reacts negatively, quite sharp, minus 9%. So this is kind of a moment which makes all this whole this game quite interesting, because it's illogical at the moment. But when you are into this, into the investment, and you've did some research, you check different sources, and now you can be sure, if you own this company or if you plan to have it in your portfolio, that this is a safe place, as much safe as is possible on the stock market in general. But you know their figures, you know their outlook, you know what the analysts think, but it counteracts with the market reaction. We'll see. I personally think that the fair price will come up anytime soon. At least I know that I can sleep okay with this. And just as a reminder, if you invest in stocks, if you follow the stock market, please go through the earnings season. Please don't avoid the earnings calls and read the data, and don't just speculate. If you invest long term, this should be part of your work of investment process, and then you will be able to do it safely. Okay. Yeah, as I said, it was unexpected, unplanned video, so that's why it's quite short. And thanks for watching. Please hit the like button if you wish to do so, and certainly subscribe to my channel as well. And I'll see you in the next videos. And thanks for watching.